Hi, this is Joe, and this is my review of the Brainwavz S0 in-ear monitors. Now, I had done a bunch of other reviews, and Brainwavz reached out to me and wanted to know if I would be kind enough to review their in-ear monitors. So I took them up on it. And what follows is my honest review of this product, and I hope that I can provide you with information that will help you decide whether you want to purchase this product or not. I want to get into, the first thing I noticed when I got this product was the box. The box is very nice. It's got some high resolution graphics on the front. It's got a little metal closure. You can see the product. It's got some details about the product on the inside. It's got specs on the back. There's just a lot of good stuff on this box. And it's basic, and it's indicative of the attention to detail that Brainwavz has put into their products. And that continues all the way from everything you see here, all the way up, of course, the most important, the sound quality of the headphones. Let me show you what else you get in the package. You get a neat little bag with a sealable top. What I do is I store all my tips in here. You get a set of a small, medium, and large silicone tip. Now this one has got a soft inner lining and it's got a thin outer shell. I don't know how well that's showing up there. You get some Sony hybrid tips, which has a harder inside shell and a softer outside shell. It's also a different aesthetic because it's black, it's not see-through. And you also get a set of, you get tri-flange, and you get, oh, it's not showing up too well, tri-flange and bi-flange tips. And most importantly, you get a set of Comply S400 memory foam tips. Now these tips are actually on the in-ear monitors. Before I get to that though, I want to show you, you do get a cable tie. As you can see how nicely that wraps around. It's a Velcro tie. You also get a cable clip with it. So lots of great stuff comes with it, in it. What I also like about it is this case. The case is very nice. It's hard, but it's got some flex to it. It's small, it fits in your hand, but it's a little thick. But that's okay. Now onto the headphones. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Talk about the headphones. The headphones are obviously the most important part about the headphones. So, but what Brainwavz is set out to do, they've also given you all the other things you're going to need to enjoy the set of headphones and to protect them and to make it a good investment. A lot of people are wondering, you know, is it worth the extra money? In my opinion, it is, because you get a lot more for your headphone. You get a nice case. You get lots of different tips. You're going to get a lot more enjoyable listening experience. Brainwavz has done a lot of things right on these headphones. First off, I want to start with their cord. You can see it's nice and flat. It's a flat cable. It's got nice stress relief here at the point where you're going to bend it up and down, and that's going to last. They also have these nice stress relief at the tip. Should mention the Comply S400 tips, which are on here now. I didn't get to show them to you earlier. These are actually memory foam. Some users have said that they don't last as long, but I haven't been ripping them on and off. I also haven't been sweating and using these for exercise. So I'm taking care of them, and so far they've lasted pretty well. So you can buy replacements, so they are available should they become damaged. You're just going to have to fool around and see which tips you like the best. One of the other things I want to go into about this is the sound. Now, it mentions here on the case, it's very honest about this, they have a clear and balanced sound. That takes some getting used to. It actually took me some time to get used to. At first when I put them on, I was like, wow, these are so clear. I hear everything. And it takes some time to get used to. What I basically compare it to is when you used to have a graphic equalizer and you could turn up the treble knob or turn up the bass knob. This basically turns those knobs back to zero and lets you experience the music for the way it's actually been designed and engineered. And it's different. It takes a little bit of time getting used to, but I think in the end, you're actually going to appreciate the music more because you're going to be hearing it the way the artist intended for you to be hearing it, rather than with a pronounced bass tone to it or a pronounced treble tone. I listen to several different types of music with these. I listen to rock and roll, I listen to country, I listen to rap, I listen to live performances, I listen to acoustics, acoustic guitar. I listen to a wide range. Pretty much I have a pretty eclectic musical taste. So I think that puts me at a unique advantage to be able to relay some of these things to some people, because maybe only some people listen to rap music, and so they don't really care what Pink Floyd's live album sounds like. But I listen to a range of stuff, and let me tell you, for the most part, for most music, especially live performances, these were outstanding. I did not like them as much on rap, and that's probably because I had to crank the volume up so loud that when it got really loud, the treble came in a little too hard. And so I think that's because they have such a flat response. I think the headphones I'm coming off of are more of a bass pronounced headphone. And so listening to rap music with a more bass pronounced headphone just sounds better in my mind. Maybe that's just because that's what I've listened to for years and I'm not used to these, but that's just my take on it. Everything else though, rock and roll music, really live music, acoustic music, you could hear the delicate sounds of the instruments in the background. You could really hear a lot more music than what I've been used to listening to. So for me, it's kind of an eye-opening experience. Like I said, I'm just used to normal headphones. I'm not used to, these are mid-range. They claim to be an audiophile level. And so obviously for the price point they're selling them out, there's headphones well into the hundreds of dollars. For the price point, I can definitely tell a market increase in how well they sound. And don't just take my word for it. You can do your research on the internet. You can look, see what other users have said about it, and form your own opinions for yourself. Also want to mention here, I didn't get back to it when I was talking about the features. They do have a long yoke here, but they also come, it's very well blended in. I didn't notice it first, but it has a little cinch here. So you can actually cinch these right up where you want, and then it goes back. In fact, the only thing that I really would like to see about these, and I don't even know if this is a real improvement, but right here they have this yoke. Right there, I'd like to see kind of a play pause, a volume up, track up, and a volume down, track down button integrated into this yoke. Right there's a cinch. You can see how that blends in very nicely. I think that's really the only thing that I'd like to see because what I did find is that I had to go back to my smartphone and I had to turn the volume up and down on the smartphone. I had to hit the next track on the smartphone, and I'm just so used to on my headphones just having that button right here and just tapping it right there. I think that's one thing they could do to improve the headphones. So like I said, I want to be honest in my opinions. I want people to see this review, and I want them to know that this is how I feel about the product, and it's not something that is made up or is just not accurate. Again, another instance of that is when I talked to you about rap music. I didn't enjoy rap music through these as much as I enjoyed it through other headphones that I listened to. However, I did enjoy other types of music better. So take it for what it's worth. I'm just trying to shoot it to you straight here. One thing I do want to mention about these are for people that just want to plug in and listen to music and have it sound great. And that's it. They don't have Bluetooth. They don't have an inline mic. They're not really for people who want to exercise with them because I don't see anything that said they're sweat proof, sweat resistant. So I don't know how well these would do with continued use in the gym or taking them out running. In fact, I would advise against it because I would hate to ruin essentially a $50 pair of headphones because you got too much sweat in your ear and the right earbud cut out. I think that would be a really crummy thing to happen. So I want to advise people to stay away from that. If they're listed for exercise, they'll say it on a package, they'll advertise it. So these are strictly for people who just want to listen to music. And because they're not Bluetooth, you do get excellent sound quality with the jack. And again, that's the whole intention of what Brainwavz is going after here. They want these headphones to sound immaculate, and they do. And so they've done a lot of things right here. I was very happy to be able to review this for them. I'm coming off with a great set of headphones. I think most people who see this review, will feel that I've given it a fair shake of the stick. But the bottom line for me is, would I go out and pay $50 for this? And the answer is yes. And therefore, I'm able to recommend this product. And so if you're in the market for a good mid-range headphones, I definitely urge you to consider the Brainwavz S0. I've enjoyed them, and I'm continuing to enjoy them, and I hope you'll enjoy them as well. Thanks again for watching.